This is PatternMaker 7.5. PatternMaker 7.5 is a 2D computer-aided design software that allows you to draw your patterns and modify them. And then also, you can grade your patterns with PatternMaker 7.5. With PatternMaker 7.5, there is a higher version that also allows you to create marker for mass production. Marker is where you arrange your patterns for cutting, and it allows you to maximize use of fabric and reduce waste. So here is the menu for Pattern Maker. We have the file menu, the draw menu, edit, point menu, view menu, symbol menu, grade menu, settings, and then help menu. On the left hand side here, we have the tools. So as I hover over them, you can see the name of each tool. Now, we are going to settings to configure the software for our use. So I uncheck the right mouse menu because this allows me to just right click without having to deal with a dialog box. I also uncheck the start form. So when I start my pattern maker, there is no form asking me what I want to do. I already know what I want to do. So yes, I show the points. No, I don't want to show a page grid or yardage grid. Or no, I don't want to show an ID of panel object panel, but this is good too, because that way you can see the information about the object you're dealing with. So this is good. I think I'll leave that on for now. And then you set your fabric width. This comes with 36 inches in Pattern Maker setup, but I've changed mine to 45 inches, and I think I'll leave it at that. Then here you set the dimensions. I use inches, but suppose you use meters, the metric system, you could change it here and basically just choose what you want to use. And that's it. So you can now apply your changes and it's okay. In settings, also you can create measurements. This would allow you to choose a designer's measurement template to use to save your measurements. And put in the name of the person. I would say Lisa. And I did the measurements to reflect Lisa. Just change whatever is different from the default. And there we go. And then save. So I'll save Lisa's measurement here. These are test pattern. That's it. So I could also come in here and edit the measurements or copy the measurements. I could, if I find somebody who is similar to Lisa, I could copy our measurements, edit it a bit, and then rename it. Okay. And here is where you register if you've not registered your software digitizer. Right? If you have a digitizer, you can connect it to PatternMaker. Here is where I set up my layers when I'm grading patterns. I name my layers according to the sizes. So I could start from a size 4 to 6, size 8, size 10, or I could use small, medium, large, or extra small, and name them. So each layer now um, is labeled, so I can handle my patterns on each layer, um, knowing the layer is just is layer for size 16 or 18 or 20. So I can save. So here I can put off every other layer and deal with just one layer. Okay. Let me put, okay. So here I'm dealing with just size 4. Okay. In the view menu here also, you can put on your points or put them off. You can show the name of your item, and if you're grading, you can put on or off your arrows, your grading arrows. You can show the yardage grade. So when you draw an item, to show you how many yards you're going to use, because you've already written your yardage size, so you should use that to determine how many yards you're using. And you can see it here, 0.5 yards. That's what I've used here. Okay, so I'll go for a new file, and I have this option to save this or not. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to start drawing by selecting a rectangle. So I have rectangle active here right now. So I can draw rectangles. Click and then click to draw a rectangle. Click, click. Okay, this is the undo button. You can undo, undo, and undo. And also you can redo. Okay, so I'm going to undo. Now I have the rectangle tool still active here. So I can start drawing another rectangle by clicking, but I won't click a second time. I'm going down to this command line to type in the dimensions I want to use. So I'm going to type art, just like art for email. I'm going to type the art symbol, and then the width of my rectangle is 8 inches, so that's 8, comma, and the height is 1.5, and I'll enter that. There you go. That's my rectangle. Now I want to center that rectangle on the screen. So on the left hand side of the keyboard, you have the end button. End. To reduce the size, I'm going to type page up, press the page up button. And to increase the size, I'll press the page down button. Okay, so here I have a rectangle. So now I'm going to undo again, and I'll draw a circle this time. So here I'm drawing a circle. So to draw a circle, you just click and move your mouse. Then on your keyboard, just type the number. So I want a circle that is just 2 inches in radius. 2, enter. So I've centered it and I'm reducing the size. So I'm going to get another circle, and this is going to be 6 inches in radius. 6, enter. All right, so these are my rectangles. So I'm going to erase these rectangles using this erase tool. Click, and then I have erase active here. So I'm going to click on this circle and right click. Click and right click. So now I'm going to draw another rectangle. Click, but I'm going to go down to the command line, type at, at 12, 23, enter. So I have a bigger rectangle this time. So on this rectangle, I'm going to add points. So to draw a pattern, it's a lot easier to start with a simple rectangle, add points, and shape using those points. So I'm going to add a point on this line. Click and right click. So I'm trying to add a point here now. You can click anywhere. I have a point, right? Now, the line is slightly distorted, I would use a snap to add a point next time. I'll use next. It allows me to add a point on a line without distorting the line to snap back to that line. So I'll click right now. And then I can also add points, measured points. So I'll use this add measured vertex and then click on the line, right click, and then I have a dialog box asking me how much is the distance. So I'll say 12 inches from the top, 12, and I'm going to measure from here. So there you go, 12 inches. Okay. Now, I can also delete the points I've added. Click on this point. It's highlighted now. I right click and it's gone. Click, right click, and it's gone. Click, right click, and it's gone. So I would like you to create rectangles, circles, and add points. And don't forget to also configure your pattern maker to suit your needs. Thanks for watching.